Guess who's gonna be homeless? It's me right now. Tomorrow. No, today. Today.
Previously on Broke and Free. I'd heard there was good money to be made in the commercial Alaskan salmon business. So, I left my home to go work at a fish cannery in Naknek to learn how to get onto a boat. If you complete your contract with a cannery, you can get paid airfare to and from your cannery, from most places. At the end of my contract, I took my free flight from Naknek to Anchorage. Now, I must travel to Cordova, where I hope to find a salmon boat. At the cannery, I was given 4 meals a day, a roof to sleep under, and a bed to sleep in. I expect none of these comforts in Cordova, until I find a boat. I arrived in Anchorage from the fish cannery in Naknek. My cannery workmate, Sean, a native Alaskan and a regular in Anchorage, told me to rent a room at the Ingra House. For $59 a night, with reduced rates for weekly or monthly rentals, it is the most affordable room in Anchorage. A decent deal for anyone in the city a short while, especially if your cannery only flies you to Anchorage. At the end of the work season, you are given a portion of your paycheck in cash. This is so you can be ready to make accommodations and eat when you leave the cannery. Some people drink their cash. Try not to drink it all. We arrived in Anchorage too late to access some critical businesses. I met my friend Sean at Ingra House, where I waited to depart for Cordova. My previous plan was to take my free flight to Anchorage, then a ferry from Anchorage to Cordova. Ferries are a cheaper but slower way to travel. The plan was flaunted for a critical kink in the ferry system. There is no ferry to Anchorage. A ferry can take you to Cordova, Valdez, Whittier, and more, but not to Anchorage. To forego hitchhiking 60 miles south to Whittier, I booked a plane to Cordova. It cost me nearly a quarter of my $2,000 paycheck from 3 weeks of cannery work. My flight is coming up soon. I have a lot to do.
All right, YouTube, the race is on. Yesterday night, we didn't get a chance to get out to any of the businesses I needed to get to take care of my needs right now. So right now we're trying to do that today. Got about 2 hours I'm comfortable using to get to the post office, to go and get some rain gear, to offload some of this video onto the internet so it doesn't need to keep on piling up on my phone, get myself packed, get myself over to the airport. We're booking it. Got about $500 in total. So trying to work with that, a little bit uncomfortable. Definitely get the sensation your back's on the wall a little bit, but that's where I'm at. I'm free, but I'm broke, as I told you. So, let's cross the street. Whee! And we're gonna hopefully get to this airport on time. There's no other option. All right, YouTube, the sad moment is an important moment. Right now we had to shed some weight, shed some valuables, and the places that I'm rolling around right now, I'm carrying around valuables like my laptop just does not seem reasonable. Getting rid of my city clothes. They're honestly too much space, and I want to be able to have my camera with me, and I want to have that packed away in my bag, have everything in one bag together. I'm getting rid of my rain bottoms too. I got to upgrade those to some grundens, hopefully the Hercules brand. We're gonna find out. But we're sending these home, getting back to the family, and maybe have them sent back to me when I come back to Anchorage. Later in the season. Make sure you have someone at home base. They'll take care of you and can need them later. But we're gonna get this sent off, and then we go right on. Shit, dude. Shipping's expensive. Man, I'll tell you, I just went into UPS to drop off my laptop and my shoes, my shirts, all that jazz. to get it back to my home place on the ground. The cheapest option was about $90, I think it was. Whoop, let's cross the street too. Here we go, Army Navy store. If they don't have what I need, I don't know who will. Let's find out. You ever walk into a store and know that you don't know what you're looking at? That's kind of where I am right now. There's a lot of real good work clothes, I'll tell you, but I ain't familiar with them. These look like bibs. Shit, they ain't waterproof though. All right, might want to find some help in here. We'll find out. Oh shoot. Okay. Found some waterproof bibs. The grundens.
Gives you everything you need to get back.
Give myself a tent. Sleeping pad.
My brother in the military.
Little bivvy sack. And them grundens, that reindeer, I got taken care of now. Kind of kicking myself now for sending all my stuff home. Because I'm gonna need to sleep tonight. And kind of wish I had it now. Instead of needing to spend on another ones. But you live and you learn. We're figuring it out as we go. Got a new tent now. I'm just still broke. And getting closer and closer to being really scraping by about every minute right now. We're doing alright though. Let's keep it up and keep that momentum. Gonna be in Cordova soon. And not paying for a room. That's what this is all about. hopefully find a good place to camp. We'll see. Gonna cash out in a minute. I'm gonna be homeless today, people. I mean, on a technicality, I'm kind of already. I don't have like one place that I stay, so like lacking a home that I come to all the time, technically. But very literal today, I'm not gonna have a roof over my head tonight, and just got some camping gear. Kind of kicking myself for not having brought the stuff that I had in New Jersey. I kind of saw this coming, but didn't think I had space, and now we're making space, and it's cost me $1. If you're trying to hop onto a boat and you got no experience, you don't have anything set up already, have some camping gear together, because you might end up spending a day in the woods. That's kind of what my day is going to look like tonight. We got to figure that out. Man, I wish I had my tent. I like my tent. And my stove. Shit, I don't got a stove anymore either. Now I got to eat like cold food. Might just need to grit and bear it and just get through tonight. I got a bivvy sack. It's not a sleeping bag, it's just like a reflective sheet that I'm gonna be reusing and wearing all of my layers in overnight. Am I worried about grizzlies? Yes, I am. Do I have other options? No, I don't. I ain't got the money to be staying in a hotel, and I know how to keep my food. You keep your food out of your tent all the time. You keep your food away from your tent all the time. You don't eat in your tent's gonna smell like food, and then you're gonna smell like food, and then a bear gonna find you, so you don't do that. So, I got the basics down, and we're gonna figure that out. This is definitely gonna be an interesting day, a really interesting day. But we're a couple hours away from my flight. I've got most everything I need. Let's work out this last bit. All right, YouTube, in the spirit of minimalism, in the spirit of being broke, and in the spirit of recycling, I want to show you something I did now that I got back out of town. We're packing up now. We're getting all the things together. We got our big backpack here. We got our day pack here. Food and whatnots. You know the stuff. But what I'm doing with my day pack is it has a lot of my paper products in there. Things like like writing paper, envelopes, stamps, any kind of important papers I'm holding on to. They usually stay in that day pack. I had some big bags that I came back from the downtown with, especially from like getting a lot of the camping gear that I got. So what I've done is I've taken that big plastic bag, I made a liner bag for my day pack. I also lined that bag with another softer bag. You can see these handles. It's one of these kind of like tote bag type deals. I got those extra from my family's house because they had a box full of them. You know, that soft part is gonna keep the edges from cutting out holes in this very soft plastic. The plastic should be able to keep water out should it ever get exposed to water. I don't hope to expose it to water, but if it ever doesn't fit in my big liner bag, you know, this big one right here, massive trash bag type deal in my backpack. If it doesn't fit in there, it might need to hang out on its own. And I want to know that everything inside is going to stay dry, or at least hope that everything inside is going to stay dry. Sustainable, recycling used plastic, feel kind of good about that. I'm realizing at this moment that today this is gonna go from a minimalism channel to a survival channel very quickly. Like it's gonna happen in a minute. We're just gonna go along with the ride. I don't know what's gonna happen. I haven't known what was gonna happen since the start of this. We're done packing. Got our big old backpack here now. Back with all the camping gear. We got a sleeping pad to sleep on. Sleeping tent to sleep in, and we got a little plastic bivy sack. It's gonna be waterproof, heat reflective. I'm gonna wear all my layers inside of it. Hopefully it'll take care of us overnight. If not, I'm gonna be doing jumping jacks in the middle of the night to stay warm. But that's what I get for not bringing my sleeping bag. But we also got my day pack, my gooseneck liner, right on inside there. See if I can show you. I gooseneck that liner bag just the same way I gooseneck the other bag. I might have shown you in an earlier video how to gooseneck a bag so that it stays waterproof with the liner you're using. And beyond that, got my food bag. Also got a little liner bag on in here. And like the simplest of foods. I got a couple of fruit that I held on to from the cannery I was working with. I've got some trail mix. I got some more trail mix. Some trail mix ingredients. Banana chips are kind of their own trail mix. Some people don't like them. I like them. And hot chocolate, because why not? And burritos. Gas station burritos, but burritos. I'm currently eating out of gas stations. That's my sustainment. Man, I feel broke. There's days that I feel rich and there's days that I feel broke. And today, I feel broke. Let's get one last look out this window before I head out. Man, things move fast. I can't lie to you. Things move fast when you're doing this. You finish up with one season, you head out to a new place. If you're doing it the way that I'm doing it, most people don't. The travel moves fast, and I like it. I honestly love it, but it's fast. So make sure you're ready. Hunker down, be ready to fly by the seat of your pants the whole way through, because you will. And it's one hell of an exciting time. I look like a lunatic. It's the price you pay. Here we go. We get out of here. I guess nomad life synonymous with homeless. But the difference is, some of us are planning on this. Some of us did this intentionally. Others of us did this accidentally. I am a nomad because I am intentional. I am not homeless because this was not an accident. But get on out of here, say goodbye to my buddy Sean, and then get on out of Anchorage, on to Cordova, the promised land, land of the golden fish, land of the Copper River. Let's go find me a boat after we find me a place to sleep. All right, folks, I'll check in soon.